I like to just put my focus on the people that really represent the brand the best. You know, there's actually quite a few elite athletes in the running world that are great, that have awesome results, but they don't know how to promote themselves super well. They don't know how to be functional on social media. They don't know how to tag a brand in a post. Like, it's kind of silly. So I'm more apt, honestly, to put someone on our elite team that is obviously a legit athlete, but maybe they are just a great promoter too. Like, that's important. There's just certain things that sell, and smiles, great shots when people are running. I hate to say it, but attractiveness, like it all kind of matters for marketing. It's our perception. So I'm not saying I'm biased and try to only pick hot people, but they just have to know how to be socially apt and promote. And it's crazy. I got asked the other night by someone, and they said, "Why are you adding so many?" So this year we have our elite team, which will be probably a dozen elite athletes in the running world, and then we'll have our ambassador team. So the ambassador program is, it's more for your weekend warrior, but for people that love the product, they prefer this to taking ibuprofen and NSAIDs, and they're decent at spreading the word. So initially, I was going to, I should have put this on before. By the way, I was just thinking, I'll come back to that, I was just thinking how kind of ridiculous this is that I still do all this, but if you guys understood my outsourcing woes this last October, you would understand. But I know it'll be funny to look back at this day when it was little old me packing the boxes and the packages. So anyway, back to the teams. So this one's for Mike Harrigan. I hope I'm saying that right, Mike. Mike is a beast, by the way. I'll come back to his story too, because it's just insane. But I love this guy. What's up, Mike? We call him the Lone Wolf, because he will eat you. He's just tenacious, man. Destroys people in 100-mile races and beyond. Goes to a dark place, as he says, which is kind of cool for sport. But anyway, yeah, I'm just talking here, making a ton of sense. The ambassador team, back to that. So initially I was going to keep it at 40 ambassadors, but we have just been getting a flood of applications. I used to get maybe an ambassador application a few months ago, maybe once every 2 weeks. Now we're getting 2 to 4 a day. So it's crazy. So I just kind of had to make the decision. I'm do I build the team out more with the right people? There has certainly been some ambassador applications that it's not a good fit. I've turned them down. But most of these people are just awesome people. They're active in their communities, they've got a few kids, they work a full-time job, and they either run ultras or they run marathons or whatever races on the weekends, and they freaking love it. They are, why would I, here's the thing, here's the punchline. Why would I spend tons and tons of money on ads that are cold and, supposedly seeking to convince someone that a product is good, when I can build an ambassador team that is my marketing force in a way? It's all word of mouth. Literally everything we've done is word of mouth, and it's because word of mouth works. It's not an MLM, it's not network marketing, but it's just people that, as an ambassador, they get the products at wholesale, which is great. It's a killer deal. And so they get that for personal use, and we just started a 20% off code that they can share with friends and family the people that just ask, and they freaking love it, you know? People are pumped about it. I have a lot of personal contact with them still. We just did a a lot of what I wanted to build with this brand is personal development, an element of positivity and an uplifting community within our community. And so I thought, why would we not do, sorry, I'm like totally tired from my run this morning. Like, why would we not do some personal development? Why would we not do something where we're learning together as a group? So we'd had a lot of athletes like send in messages and ask like, hey, how do you guys build quotes on Instagram, or picture quotes, or how do you take video while you're running, you know, with all these things? Because some people really have a hard time kind of figuring that out. They have a hard time figuring out that your phone actually has a timer that you can use, and set it for 10 seconds, start running, and it'll take 3 shots, and hopefully you get a shot that is cool and not lame. So we did a 1-hour Facebook Live training on how to promote yourself better on social media as an athlete, and it was kick-ass. We had not everyone on, but with the Facebook Live, it's recorded, so you can watch it again. So I think almost everybody watched it, and it was just fun. So we were just thinking, since this is going to be on, you know, an episode of Prevail Unveiled, that we would see if we could just call the very famous, very hilarious, very cool Michelle Barton. Woo woo! Michelle, you're on the show. Welcome to the show! Well, we're going to try to call you first. Michelle, for anyone that does not know that may be watching this, she is 1/80 ultras, like 1. It has course records on some of those that still stand. Has, in on those over 80 wins, beat all the men on multiple occasions, like just cleaned up the house. So this would be really fun if we can get her on the line. She trains probably an average of at least 3 hours a day. She's been doing more biking and running and swimming. So hey, what's up?
Rock. I was in the shower.
Oh, that's a good excuse. I was like, usually Michelle...
It was for real.
I was like, by the way, you're being filmed, or your voice is. We're filming Prevail Unveiled. So, you're on the show. Kind of. There's no...
I don't want to be. I'm leaving right now. Bye.
No.
I'm going to go for a bike ride.
Okay. I just figured, I was just going to say, when I called you earlier, I was like, she's definitely in the water of some sort, because she's even like DM'd during Zwift races, which is next level.
I know, that's not very easy, and that's not going to happen again, because now that I have the power meter, I can't do shit. I get so much harder.
Okay, I heard a little bit about the woes. Maya was mentioning you were frustrated with that, so it was just literally completely inconsistent with the Zwift power meter and then the one you have now?
Oh, fuck. There's no Zwift power meter. It's Zwift, like, it's Zwift calculates your power based on your weight, and just like, I just had a dumb trainer connected to the Supra sensors connected to Apple TV, so it's just like completely bogus.
Yeah.
Like made up garbage. And so like on Zwift I'm pushing like 4.5 watts per kilogram. Like yesterday was like a slap in the face. I was like 2.3 average, and I'm just like, fuck this, I just want to quit. And then I'm like, no, I can't do that. I just have to like start over and erase my brain from all those like wins and all that stuff.
Well,
the guys on Zwift are crazy strong.
Oh, I'm sure, and you're clearly dominating the women. I mean, clearly.
Well, I was.
Yeah.
I was. Now that I'm on power, I don't know. I won the race yesterday, but I was the only one, the only female in that category, so whatever.
Well, that's amazing. I mean, if you...
I'm not a biker, Brock, like you.
I am so not a biker. I probably forgot how to ride one, but 2.3 watts per kilogram, did you say? So like you were averaging, would that equate to like 230 watts you were pushing?
No, less than that. I don't even want to say how many, but it was less. But like previously I was pushing like 300 no props, and now it's like less than half that, so just gonna start over.
Dude, maybe you're tired. Yeah, you're probably just tired.
No, I'm not.
You're not?
I need more Beanie Babies and more Prevail. I didn't use Prevail. That was like the whole mistake.
Whole mistake.
I rushed and I didn't put the Prevail on.
Whole mistake.
When I put Prevail on and lather it on my quads, I can just push through all that pain and just like do 500 watts like Saigon. Yeah.
Cool. We're totally quoting that. It's guaranteed that you'll push 500 watts.
Yeah, I'll just do like Instagram live and like put the whole stick all over my legs and then like do a live race, and then you can see what I'm pushing.
That would be amazing. We could like...
1,000. Dude, no, listen, Mayo was pushing like, cause we were both on, like him and his friend Ninja and we were all on Swift and all on just like with the Synchro sensors and Swift power, and Maya was like seriously 1,200 watts on sprint. Like,
during the sprint. Dude,
and
that's
yeah,
legit.
Yeah. But he's like way like double strong than I am. So when he got the power, I mean he wasn't like winning races, but he's like top 10 and stuff. But still, it's just like your power's cut in half, and it's kind of like, dang it, I suck.
I get it. That's, yeah.
Well, in the world of biking, like those biker quads, like I don't want to look like that or anything, but I want to be stronger and be able to hang with some of the more faster bikers, not be in the back.
Well, I think your build is actually perfect for a cyclist. I mean, I hate to admit, but when I was like a junior, finally kind of getting up into those elite ranks by the time I was 18, I would see the pro women, like the cross-country pro women, and they had your exact build, and they would just fly by me. I'd just be like, how did that happen? Like, yeah, so...
Yeah, I guess it's a different world outside. And I like riding outside, too. So I just think this Zwift is awesome for training to get stronger because on Zwift there's no brakes. Like, it's funny, we're just talking about this video game, but you should definitely try it because, like, it's brutal. Like, you know, when you're riding outside, I mean, you're coasting downhill. It's not just consistent, like, pushing all out with your heart rate, like, 170 or more. Like, this is hard if you really, like, give it everything.
Yeah, that makes total sense. No stoplights, like, no running around dogs or kids. Like, yeah, you're just nonstop.
Yeah. So,
totally.
I've never done any 24-hour rides like you, though.
Maybe that's your next chapter. Maybe that's what you're going to do till you're 85 or 90. You'll start doing 24-hour mountain bike races. I will crew for you.
Okay.
I'll make the fire.
I don't like being crewed.
You don't like it? Why?
Well, like at my races over the summer, I wasn't crewed. I didn't have cases or anything. I don't know. I don't like to put people out unless it's like mandatory, where like at Badwater you have to have a crew or you die. You can't race that race.
Yeah.
Or you're dead in like 5 miles. So I don't know. I don't really like to put people out because they spend a lot of time like helping you. It's selfish kind of, but. I know some people like to crew.
This is the heart. This is your heart, though, Michelle. Like that is like most people would be like not thinking that way, and that's you have a good heart.
Well, I don't. It's very black, dark, and dead. Just kidding. But I have friends that they seriously have like at these races like a crew that's like a cheerleading squad of like 10 people, 3 pacers. Like that's just how they like to roll, and that's not my style. Like. I just want to be like under the radar, do my thing, like not have people around.
I get it. But, yeah, and it's a lot of work to crew. Yeah, it's a lot. I think the last year before I kind of hung up cycling, from Salt Lake City to Vegas, it's 530 miles. This is a road race, obviously, and it's in July. My undercarriage was so blistered, like the entire width of the chamois in my shorts was a blister, and like I couldn't sit. It hurt so bad. So I got 430 miles in, and this was like 30 hours in, and honestly, like I could have pushed into the hot headwind and probably survived. I probably could have and finished. But like, my crew was so dead. Well, I'll let you go ride your bike. Okay, have fun.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Well, I love Michelle. Well, hopefully, we might have to like put captions for that so you guys can pick up. She's always got wisdom though. It's really fun.